everyone, and welcome back again to another tutorial on art project. So in this video we are going to be designing the tablet screen view. On the last video we designed the mobile screen view. So for today we are going to focus our attention on the tablet screen view. As you can see, I've already written some boilerplate code. I will still discuss with you what it is all about, but before that, let's just head over to this image right here. So this is what we are going to be designing. Apart from the image on the left, we're going to put an image right here, but this image is not what is going to be there. All right, so we have a screen with two distinct layouts. And how do we create those distinct layouts? This and this layout is a box layout put on a horizontal level. Now this a fit image, and this is an MD box layout that has an orientation of vertical from top to bottom. So, and it also has an extra layer of MD box layout inside. This is an MD box layer from here down to here. So between not a member and this form is also a box layout. Then inside the form is another box layout of its own. Now if you look closely on this Apple logo here, it seems that if you hover your mouse on top of that Apple logo, it's going to actually increase the brightness, like change the color to white, and then increase the elevated, and make it look like it is elevated, right? Not look like it is already elevated, and make it elevated, something like that. All right, so let's get back to our coding section. Let me just explain some few things. So this is the box layout that houses the entire widget. So, and this box layout has a default orientation of horizontal and we're giving it padding 10 dp. So if you look closely on this interface, you'll see a padding between here and here. It should also apply somewhere here and here. Now we created a blur widget. This blur widget is in the component folder. What it's going to actually do is to blur the image that we are going to add in this fit image. Let me run this code and show you what I mean by blurring. So if you haven't encountered blurring before in Kivy, yeah, you can use this to blur your code, your images. So as you can see here, this image on the left is blurred. Then going down a little bit, we are going to get the box layout. This box layout is going to house our form, and inside this box layout we have an MD box layout which has an orientation of vertical. Is this supposed to be that way? Okay, let me check out something. It seems to me I'm wasting some widgets here. No need to be wasteful. Okay, so maybe the box layout is not necessary because it's not, it's not necessary. Yeah, so here we have an MD box layout which have an orientation of vertical and a spacing of 10 dp. Why call it an MD box layout? Why not just use the box layout straightforward? Let's minimize memory usage and CPU time. So the spacing should be 10 dp. The spacing between the not a member and the hello again should be 10 dp. Yeah, not that it is necessary 10 dp, but we know there are too much space in between here, but it doesn't matter because we are designing from bottom to top. So the 10 dp is just in case hello again exceeds this level. If it goes an inch above, a little inch above, then there should be a space of 10 dp between the not a member and the hello again. If not, it should just appear like, hey, there was no given spacing. So what we'll do next is to create an anchor layout and set the anchor x and the anchor y. Yeah, anchor x should be at the right then anchor Y should be at the top. So for our label, not a member register now, should appear at the very top right corner. Yeah. So we are changing this color to a blue color like you saw when I ran the code. Let me run it again. So this is a blue color, and we are going to create a ref so that the button the text becomes clickable. Now next thing we are going to do is to, inside the label, we added some markup and made the font style to be caption. Yeah, so that it becomes small, and it's not really necessary, but you need to make it that small so that let's say, I don't know, whatever you think of. The padding should be 50 dp on the x-axis, and on the y-axis it should be 10 dp. So if you notice, in general we had a 10 dp spacing on the whole layout, that is between here and here, all around 10 dp. But here we added an extra 50 dp on the x-axis, 50 dp on the right and 50 dp on the left. So this will help it move a little bit so that it looks like this. So I was thinking this should be 50 dp, I guess. That was my guess. So next thing is, after we have created the MB label, remember to set it to an adaptive size. Yeah, make it wrap, make the widget wrap around the text. Now, outside of the anchor layout, we are going to create the form itself. Now we have a spacing of 30 dp and a padding of 50 dp all round, but not necessary padding of 50 dp all round. We are going to be changing some things. We're going to be making the top should be 0. Yeah, so that it doesn't go and start pushing not a member upward and making it disappear from the view itself. So we are going to assign others 50 dp, and bottom should be 50 dp. So here is the MB label. Welcome back. Hello again. Welcome back. You have been missed, something like that. Then it's also an adaptive height. We set it to true. The H align should be at the center. Font size should be 13 SP. Inside here, the hello again took a size of 30 SP. So if I show you what I mean, yeah, 30 SP, 13 SP. Yeah. The next thing we are going to be doing, let me look again. Okay, there's kind of like double spacing between this and this. So next thing we are going to be doing is that we are going to continue to create the form itself. Now we have created the label at the very top. We are going to create the text field, and for that we are going to create an empty box layout to house the text field. We're going to set the orientation to vertical, and then we are going to set the adaptive height. We're going to set it to true. Next thing we are going to be doing is we are going to be creating a spacing. Spacing between the text field should be 10 dp. Now when we are done, what we'll do is just to bring in the text fields. Now what I'm going to do is just a little bit of copy and paste. Oh, what did I just do right now? Okay, so it went a little bit on the inside. Yeah, so let's look at what we have here. Does it match what we are doing? Remember, we are designing from bottom to top. So yeah, we are getting there. 50 50 dp, 50 50 dp here, 50 dp below. Okay, let's expand a little bit to see what is going on here. Yeah, I think we are getting somewhere with this. Yeah, now we have added, I didn't see the recover password button. Let's see what's going on down there. Okay, it is exactly where we want it to be. Yeah, So next thing is that we're going to design the raised button. Remember our raised button. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this MD raise. MD, just the MD, not the MD raised. So I'm going to set the text to sign in. Now I'm going to set the size hint, X to 1. Yeah, so as to span across, not to wrap around the text. Then we are going to set the label padding to 20 dp. Yeah, on the both on the X and Y axis. Next thing we're going to do is to set the radius. Just call it 10 dp. Should it be 10 dp actually? No. Okay, yeah, it should be 10 dp. Let's leave it at that. And then on release, sorry, no need for on release right now. Yeah, this is what exactly we are looking for. Actually, I changed the primary color to brown. The current primary color is brown and the hue is black. So that is why our button now is black and no longer blue. So yeah, the whole thing is now black because according to the UI you guys chose, the primary color is black. Yeah, from what you guys chose, not me. Okay, so next thing we're going to be doing is to create the let me pull this up. If you look closely here, I don't know if you can see it, it might be too bright. There is a white gradient line before or continue and after or continue. So what I'm going to do quickly is to steal some gradient from the view login mobile screen. All right, so we head over to platform, mobile, and then steal from mobile screen the separator. So we have a box layout that is housing the MD separator. Just copy that and head over to your tablet screen. Directly under this button, just yeah, let's paste that here, and I'm going to move this thing a little bit inside. Yeah, so the separator is white, gradient white. So what we are going to do is to create a color attribute of its own. It should be colors, not even color. And then we are going to create a list of lists and call this 1, 1, 1, 0. Please don't do 0, 0, 0, 0. It's going to give you black gradient, black to white gradient. Is not what you want. What you want is transparency to white. So use the white transparency instead of the black transparency. So setting this will give you a white transparency, not a black transparency. Then we move over to 1, 1, 1, 1. Then this should be the other way around. 1, 1, 1, 1. And then 1, 1, 1. Yeah, white transparency. Let's look at what we got. Yeah, if you cannot see it, I'm sorry if you cannot see it. So this is it. Yeah, directly below. Next thing is to create the button, but before that, before you go ahead and start creating the Tree, Apple, Google, Facebook button, I want you to be careful of something. So in the tablet screen, I've already done this from os.parts, like kind of like build the Kivy file. Do the same. Pause your video here and build your Kivy file. If not, you are going to have some trouble running your application. So The next thing is to head really quickly over to the buttons. Now we are going to create another separate MD bus layout for those. Set it to an adaptive height. Yeah, you should be sure. We all know it is true, not true tree view. Then next thing is to set the spacing between the buttons to be 30 dp. Padding not necessary, but is necessary. 10 dp. Yeah, 10 dp comma 0. Yeah. Then we start creating our outline icon button. Then set the icon to Google. Size hint X. Should be 1. Line color should be 1,1,1,1,1. That's white. Then the MDBG color should be transparency. Yeah. 0. No, let's just make it white transparency. Yeah, it should be white transparency, not black transparency. So what I'm going to do right now is to copy. Am I even recording this video? Okay, yeah, I'm still recording. I really got scared. Okay, so I've already copied. I'm going to change this to Apple. Right, and then set this to Facebook, and then on each of them I'm going to set hover elevate. Hover elevate, that is when you hover on over it is going to elevate itself. Yeah, hover elevate should be true. So I'll stop here and confirm if everything is working as planned. So if I if I bring my mouse closer, as you can see, it's doing as we planned. So I'm going to also set every other one of them to hover elevate. Don't worry, I've already created this hover elevate stuff functionality and the outline icon button. So it's using the hover behavior from Kivy. You can just use the components folder, deal with that. I won't explain how I did that. You can go look at the source code to see how I did that. Remember, I mentioned that I'm going to be creating another separate course entirely on designing itself. What you need to know about designing and how to place some certain things and how to create your own widgets and how to make things look sweet. Yeah. So hover elevate to, I'm going to set this to true. Then when I run my code, we should be able to do this, do that. Yeah. So something is missing. The colors of our application. Icon color red, and for this icon color blue. If there is no issues, then everything should be working. There are issues. So I'm going to steal from mobile screen view, is it mobile, whatever we call it. Okay, so we are going to set this team icon color on every one of them. This, this, and finally this. When I run this code, what is going to happen is that our, oh no, it shouldn't be on Apple. Apple is white right now. It shouldn't be on Apple. So yeah, yeah. With this, we have come to an end of tablet screen view. You can maximize that, yeah, to see how it looks like. But if you go too much, it becomes white. Simple reason is because it's no longer in the tablet screen view. It's now entered the desktop screen view. So see you on my next video with the desktop screen view. Remember, before anything, I'm going to commit this code to GitHub. If yours is not working out and you've been following these tutorials, is not working as expected, pull the code from GitHub, install the dependencies, everything will work out fine. Just that I also did some things. I added some import statements here for the horizontal blur effect and the vertical blur effect, which you saw on the tablet screen view. Yeah, here. And other changes that I made was inside, I created new files in the lips folder, and inside the parties. Not really necessary for you to start understanding. I kind of like stop the wastage of memory here. You wouldn't understand. That will be when I start dealing on other calls based on algorithms, memory usage, and all those stuffs. When we start dealing with them, I will teach you more on how to handle all this. For now, just focus your attention on Kivy. See you guys on my next tutorial. I love you. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.